Hello, everyone. I'm David from the podcast team at I-Fal. I hope you're drinking a good cup of coffee, black like Tel Aviv traffic in the morning, and ready for some news in simple English. Today, I'll share 5 real stories, give you some warm Israeli comments, and teach a few useful words. Let's dive in. 1. What to watch in February 2026. This article lists new and returning TV shows for next month. On Netflix, there's a fresh series by the creator of Girls of Dar, and Amazon Prime Video will stream an erotic thriller. We also get new seasons of The Night Agent, Defense Attorney on Trial, and Love is Blind. Amazingly, Survivor Season 50 is coming, and even Scrubs returns. From my point of view, this is perfect for couch evenings. Last week, I watched a thriller series with my younger sister. By the way, thriller, MVTHN, is a tense or exciting story. It's like a strong espresso, keeps you awake. In Israel, many of us love to binge watch after army drills or when we escape the busy streets. 2. Remembering Nahum Amber. Sad news. Nahum Amber, the well-known singer and entertainer, passed away at age 89. He became famous in the 1990s on TV shows like The Amazing World and Only in Israel, both hosted by Erez Tal. His voice and humor made people smile for decades. I remember my parents talking about Amber's songs while they drove to Jerusalem. He was truly iconic. The word iconic, ikvni, means very famous and well-known. For us, Amber's legacy is part of our cultural DNA, something we share with our weird neighbor who might blast his old hits at midnight. 3. A historic green fuel project. In Haifa, Boeing and the Technion started a big collaboration to develop a green jet fuel. The fuel will burn cleaner and reduce pollution. Their goal is to make it on a commercial scale and offer an alternative to oil. The president of the Technion called it a massive mission with a big contribution to human health. This story makes me proud. In Israel, we often say, if a small startup can do it, so can we. Here we see one of the world's largest aerospace companies working with our top engineers. They want to weaken the economic power of oil-producing states, although they explain this point calmly. One word from this story is barrier. Barrier, MHSVM. It means an obstacle, or something that blocks progress. They want to break the barrier of old polluting fuels. I imagine the new fuel-clearing flight paths like we clear a path to the beach on a hot day. 4. The shekel breaks a 4-year high. Recently, the Israeli shekel passed 3.11 against the US dollar for the first time in 4 years. Many shoppers are happy because imported goods become cheaper. However, high-tech firms and defense industries feel stressed. Their profits shrink when they sell abroad, so Bank of Israel faces a tough choice: fight inflation or help exporters. In my family, my sister works in tech. She worries that her company's orders might dry up. It's like being stuck in rush hour. Every driver wants to move, but nobody can decide which lane to choose. Let me share the word smuggle. Smuggle. LHBRYH. It means to bring something in or out secretly, usually goods or money. Although it's not positive, smuggling shows why people look for shortcuts when prices or rules get too high. 5. Tax and police crackdown in pizzerias and mini-markets. Finally, there was a big enforcement operation by the tax authority and the police in Tel Aviv. Inspectors found stores underreporting sales, dealing in cash only, and moving unregistered goods. The estimated value of hidden transactions was about 3 million shekels. Many shops buy items cheaply and sell them without a receipt, which is illegal. I passed by one of these tiny mini-markets yesterday. It looked just like any corner store. Yet behind the small fridge, serious work was going on. This story shows that everyone must follow the rules, even if you think the fine is small. Here, the word enforcement, aka haif, means making sure people obey laws or rules. In everyday life, we see traffic enforcement when a policeman stops a driver who skipped a red light. It keeps us safe. That's all for our news round today. I hope these summaries helped you practice English and gave you some insight into life here in Israel. I really enjoyed helping you learn new words and expressions. Remember to check out the I-Fal app for more lessons. Only 20 shekels per lesson. Thanks for listening, and I'll be back soon with more stories over coffee. Have a great day.